Okay, changing that. Any change there?
I'll just leave it running. Oh. You got it. Got it. Yep.
There, I think yeah.
It's
So,
there.
sounds like we fixed it. Can you hear the bass, though? It might take a second to catch up.
Yep, I can hear the bass.
Yay! Fixed it. I have no idea what I did, but we fixed it. Cool. Cool beans. So, we are here to celebrate 10K, but also to make a tier list for the Zoom B1x4 drive list. And it looks like there are 18 of them. So I've got all of these little things at the bottom. And I thought it would be fun because I could certainly make a tier list. But I want us to make a tier list. So I think, is there echo? Oh, you might be hearing the acoustic sound of the bass through the microphone. So I think when we get into the playing sections, I will mute this so that we can hear just the bass. I think that is a good idea. And then we'll all decide together where we want to put all of these on our little tier lists here. Sound good? Cool. Okay, so the first one on our list is the EP Stomp. And I've got the Zoom patch list up here so we can even see what drives these are trying to emulate. So the EP Stomp says that models the Maestro Echoplex preamp. And I guess Maestro was bought by Gibson, but I think it was his own deal back in the day. So, I'll show you what the dry sound of the bass sounds like, and then we'll kick the overdrive on and see what that sounds like. Mute the mic. Okay, what do we think of that? That's a really, really subtle overdrive. It's almost more of just a clean boost than anything. So not a ton of volume there. And I thought just for the sake of being able to actually get through this, I'm not going to touch any of the settings on any of these. We're just going to go through the default settings here and see how we like them. Okay, so EP Stomp sounds like that. Let's go to the next one. By the way, this is just a patch where I've disabled all of the other effects, but the only thing you should be hearing is just the overdrive. So next one is the RC Boost. I actually ended up using this in my Duff McKagan patch. So let's hear that. Okay, that one gives us a little bit more grit there. You can actually tell that something is happening. And just for comparison, here is the clean with just that. I think I kind of like that. Just on its own, that seems very usable. Just like a little bit more lively. All right, next is the NYC Muff. So this is basically a big muff pie which actually I have the real deal too. So this will be part of the Zoom Versus feature that I talked about on my Patreon page, where we get like the real world equivalent and go A/B it with the Zoom pedal. But that'll be for another time. Tonight is just about the Zoom. Okay, so we'll do just the dry bass signal, and then I'll kick the effect on, and we'll see what we think. Okay, I think that sounds pretty digital. Like that got rid of all the low end, and it just sounded like a digital pedal. That one does not sound very good to me. Just my gut on that one. I'm curious what you guys think of the muff though. I'm gonna keep playing it for a second. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced that is not what the muff sounds like at all. Yeah. To me that one I don't like. I don't like that at all. Okay, so next one is the Squeak, and this is based off of a Proco Rat. The difference though is that this one does have a dry blend on it. So you can get some of your clean signal in there. Looks like the default is 0, so you're not going to hear any dry bass signal on this effect with just the default settings. Okay, I think that is a lot better. That one sounds good to me. We'll have to find an actual Rat to compare that to. Like, I don't know how close that is to the Rat sound, but that to me, I think if you mix in some of the clean, we're not going to do that, but I think if you mix in some of the clean, then that one actually works quite well. Just my gut instinct. And we're not putting anything on the chart right now, we're just getting first impressions here. Okay, bass drive. So this is a simulation of the Sansamp bass driver DI, so the classic BDDI that everybody has. And I think I used this particular pedal in the Geddy Lee patch. Let's hear how that sounds. Okay, yeah, that definitely has like the too much low end kind of a thing that Ampeg has. But yeah, I think with a little bit of tweaking, that one's probably close enough to good that I think that one's going to score higher. Okay, next one. The DI Plus. This is a simulation of the MXR bass DI. Every time that I've heard demos of the actual, like the MXR pedal, I've never loved it. It always just seemed like it kind of just like sounded like fire and not in a good way. I don't know. Let's hear how this one sounds. Oh, Sona Jono, thank you so much for the donation. You absolutely do not have to do that, but I appreciate it. Thank you. I think that one's pretty good, actually. Does it have the option? It does have the option to... Oh, it's got a 70% blend. So that is like 70 effect, 30 clean. I think that could work pretty nicely. I didn't mind that at all. It's like a little bit digital sounding, but not too bad. All right. Dark Pre. So this is a dark glass emulation. This one is the B7K. That is way more subtle than I was expecting it to be, because Dark Glass has the reputation for like the metal sound, and that was actually like pretty solid. I kind of like that one. Oh, let's see. Going back, Isaac says DI Plus is okay. I like it more than the RC Boost. They kind of do different things. It seems like, because RC Boost is like a more subtle overdrive, and DI Plus seemed like it was a little more aggressive sounding. Let's keep moving. So, nice best so far. I'm almost kind of willing to agree. Like, I don't know how close that is to a B7K, because I don't have one. I do have the Microtube's head, which has the built-in B3K, and I don't think it sounds much like that. Okay, so next one we got here is Bass BB. And this is a simulation of the exotic Bass BB preamp. So I'm imagining this one's going to be a little more subtle. I'm kind of on that one. Not. It just kind of. It's not like annoying or terrible, but not amazing. Move on to the next one. So this is another preamp Avalon Design U5. By the way, Bully, yes, thank you so much for being here. And yeah, 10K, we made it. It only took me 15 years. I uploaded my very first video in 2007. All right, so let's hear this DI preamp. That's settled. Very subtle. Almost too subtle. That's definitely another middle of the road one there, I think. It's Mr. the Kid. Apologies, Mr. the Kid. All right, what's the next one we got here? This is the bass pre. This is just a generic Zoom one. Preamp model with 3-band equalizer. I feel like that is okay. Not what I would want out of a drive, and that's what this is listed under. It's just, I wonder if you don't even have any like gain control. It's just output volume and an EQ. That's weird that that's set up as a preamp because just not much going on there. Weird. All right, bass overdrive. Simulates an OBD3 bass overdrive from Boss. So that's that yellow pedal. I almost picked one of those up over the weekend just so I would have it to compare when we start doing the Zoom Versus videos. But this particular pedal I feel like doesn't have a great reputation among bass players, but we will see here. You get some like weird chirping artifacts when you dig in. It's like not the way an overdrive pedal should respond to you. I wonder if the actual pedal kind of does that same sort of a weird thing. Jose, wow, the Zoom pedal truly packs quite a punch for its price. I've always wanted to buy one, never had the money. Totally worth it. I have gotten a lot of value out of this just as like a practice unit. I don't use it at shows much, but it's got a lot in it for home practice that I really like. And it's super portable. Better than an amp in a lot of ways, I think. Let's check out this next one. Bass TS drive. This is the Ibanez TS808. So that, I think we use this one on the Cliff Burton patch. But this is just the tube screamer, so it's more mid-rangey. Slight overdrive is what we're expecting here. Not bad. Let's see. I haven't been a fan of the Boss ODB. Yeah. Me either, but not a fan of the Zoom one either, so maybe that's just an honest way of more or less the vibe of it. As for thoughts on the Tube Screamer, it is very mid-heavy. It's slight overdrive. I don't know, it just kind of does exactly what it says on the tin, I think. Next one. Here's another dark glass one. Think that would shine with a pick? Oh, we can definitely go through it with a pick. I didn't even think about that. Could you do a how to sound like Flea? That'd be very fun. It's on my list. I'm very behind. If I was able to get out every video idea or suggestion that I have, I wouldn't have to make videos for 2 years. I just have so many like ideas and scripts and suggestions. Like we'll get there. But Flea, yes, Flea will be coming. Bully likes the Tube Screamer. I think it's definitely usable. Like I said, we did use it in the Cliff Burton patch, and it worked really well there. Tube Screamer would probably be cool in context of a band. Completely agree. It's got a lot of mids in it. It's not going to get lost, I don't think. Okay. Next one is Dark Overdrive. Yeah, okay. This one is the B3K. So I have the head with the B3K. So we'll be able to compare this to the real thing at some time in the future, but this is how this sounds. Yeah, that one sounds more like my amp does. I think that one's gonna do pretty well when we stack it up against the real thing. That one to me sounds really good. It responds a little bit better than some of the other ones did. Cool. What do we think, chat? You guys catching up to me? I think there is a little bit of a delay between between me and you, but that is okay. We're dealing with it. We'll just move on to the next one. This one is the Blue Bee, the simulation of the Mad Professor. That's what it says. Yeah, Mad Professor Blueberry Bass Overdrive. I feel like when I was looking for bass overdrive, like way back when I was like first getting into bass, like seriously, like in 2010 or 11, I found these to be like, oh, everybody really likes these, and I kind of never heard from them ever again after like seeing them, like everybody liked them on Talk Bass forever ago. So let's see what this guy sounds like. The Blueberry. Kind of feel like that one sounds more like a big muff than the big muff. Was not expecting that to be more of a fuzz, but that one I think I like. In certain contexts, I think that one could be good. And it does have a blend on it, it looks like. So, haven't heard of this pedal? Yeah, it's kind of an obscure one. But I think that one's upper tier, in my opinion. All right, so Voodoo, simulation of the Roger Mayer Voodoo bass. Not exactly sure what that original pedal is. Bully says, I think this one would get lost in the mix. Yeah, I think that's a lot of these do have blends on them, so you can kind of compensate it that way. But yeah, that's kind of just the nature of fuzz. Sometimes it just removes low end for better or for worse most of the time. But that's why you have blend ops. All right, let's hear the Voodoo. Sounds a bit brittle to me. Like the meat just isn't there on that one. Guys have to try the Amazon Basics $20 distortion pedal. I'm sure it's amazing. For $20, it can't be bad. Not a fan of the Voodoo, just my gut reaction to it. All right, looks like we've only got 3 more to briefly check out. B tier, yeah, right there in the middle. Like usable, but not my favorite. velvety. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, next pedal we got is a fuzz face. So this one is an actual fuzz. Yeah, that's a pretty good fuzz. I think that one works. That's by far my favorite fuzz thus far, though. Oh, and by the way, I guess you can't really see that side of my screen. There are a couple of these pedals that are, if you go to Zoom's documentation, they have a blue star by them, and that means that they don't come stock in the pedal, but that you can get them from Guitar Lab. So you can download additional effects from Guitar Lab and stick these on here, and this is one of them. Bully wants to hear it with a pick. Let's do it. I can't remember how the rest of that line goes. Yeah. This one's good. Don't laugh till you try it. It's the one I keep coming back to. Are you for real? Okay, you need to drop me a link, man. I will check it out. If it's only $20, then that is worth a look. But yeah, the fuzz face. That one's initially getting a big thumbs up from me. That one, I think we can pretty safely just already stick that one right into S tier. That's the best fuzz in the whole pedal for sure. Okay. Oh shit! This next one is the metal zone. Let's see. That sounds like steel wool in my brain. Yeah. I like that description. That's good. All right, so let's hear the Boss Metal Zone from the Zoom. Yep, that's terrible. Like the most hilarious way. That is funny as hell. Okay. we've absolutely got to pick an actual honest to God metal zone and hear how that stacks up against that. Oh my god. The meme pedal. It's out to claim your ears and all your children's ears while it's at it. Holy shit. Okay. All right, last pedal. This is number 18. This is an octave fuzz. Let's see. Oh, no lows on the metal zone. They're not supposed to be. That's by design. All right, let's hear this octave fuzz. don't like that as much as the fuzz face, but that it seems like a perfectly usable fuzz. Just a different flavor. Not as good for sure. I would say that one's probably B tier. Usable, but not my favorite. Maybe in a dubstep band. Yeah. Sounds like a synth-based keyboard. Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing we're finding here. Like some of these distortions definitely do feel a little bit artificial. And that's a lot of people's complaint about the Zoom in general. And that is a valid criticism for sure. You do have to finesse some of these to make them sound a little bit less digital. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning here, and we'll start throwing things up on our tier list. So the EP Stomp, this was the first pedal that we demoed, and I kind of felt like it didn't do anything. So I'm going to play this for a second, and then we're going to stick it up on our board here. Sounds like I need to tune a little bit. Okay, so my gut reaction with the EP Stomp is that it's maybe a little too subtle to call it even a drive. Like, it definitely doesn't sound bad, but it's not what I want out of a drive pedal. I think, and you guys can tell me if you agree or not, but I think I'm pretty safely going to stick that in C tier. It's not terrible sounding, but I just don't think it does enough to be a drive. Crazy, but I kind of want to hear these through a tube amp. I don't even have a tube amp. All of my stuff is Class D solid state. C, you think? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Isaac's right there with me. I'm pretty comfortable putting that one as C tier. And if we want to move it later, we can. This is not set in stone until I decide that I am tired and want to go to bed. Oh, and also, I can send this link out to this one if you want to make your own tier list or whatever. So we'll make sure that happens. Okay, so our EP Stomp I'm pretty comfortable having in C tier. All right, RC Boost is next. My voice muted for that. Let me jump over, see if something happened. I don't see a link. Might have to send it to me on Instagram or something, or maybe in the comment section of the video instead of in the chat. Maybe that'll work. Okay. So getting back to the pedal. This one, feeling B for basic boost. Sounds like a tube amp or like a P bass with the gain up a little. Yeah, this one is actually pretty decent. I think we can put this one. C's kind of low for it though, because I do feel like it sounds pretty nice. Let's hear it again. don't know. I kind of like it. I wouldn't put it like amazing. It's not an A. I'm pretty comfortable putting that in B. I think that is where we want to leave that one. Because it's definitely not as bad as the EP Stomp. B, soft A. Yeah. I think B feels pretty good for that one. Okay. So let's do the muff. So this one was the big muff that doesn't sound anything like a big muff. Oh shoot, I did not mute my mic there. So you didn't get the honest thing. Just what I'm hearing initially though, it kind of has those little chirps, and it almost feels a bit more like a bit crusher than a muff. Super weird. I'll keep playing this for a second. I'm kind of feeling like this might be our first D tier though. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Looking like the chat is agreeing with me here. Yeah. Sorry, Muff. We got to put you in D. It will be really interesting to see how it stacks up against the real thing. Well, I'm going to be filming this video later in the week, so watch for that next week. In addition, by the way, speaking of things to come, I also have a new little pedal to try out that was sent to me not that long ago. Same company that did the wireless units, so another little thing to look for there. D+. Yeah, definitely is better with a pick, but just because the other muffs on here are so much better, I'm thinking this is going to be D. And we're just going to think that's Nirvana through a buzzsaw. Yep. Not great. Not great. We're putting it in D. That's a solid D. As in, don't use this one. Okay. This is the rat. They call it the Squeak, but it is a rat. Let's see what we think. I think this one was pretty good, as I recall. That one's just not really blowing my tits off. Where do we think? Is that one another B tier? Good drive, like it as an A. Damn, it's pretty good. Oh, A? Yeah, people are liking it. Maybe I'm being a little too harsh on it. Like this fingerstyle B. Like, yeah, like I think it's okay. Keep going back and forth here. Much better. Nice growl, but it can still carry a melody. Yeah, it definitely is a clearer sounding. Is it better than the RC boost? I kind of think so. I think we can put it there. It is noisy, but that's just how drives are. And for all of these, I have been just using the one single coil pickup on here, so it might be amplifying that a little bit. So it like right now, you probably don't hear like any noise or anything. But it doesn't take much for that to come through in a drive pedal. High B, not cream of the crop A. Yeah, see, like I'm second guessing myself here now. I think we need to. I think it needs to be in B. On the same, it's like the RC boost is like good and usable, and I think that's kind of how this one feels to me. That biamped with a clean tone could be nice. Yeah, that's kind of what I think. That some of these don't sound great by themselves, but you can hear the potential. Sure, A minus. Yeah. Okay. I think we're pretty good with B. This is not set in stone, by the way. We can change things up later. So if you have a pedal that you think I rated too low or too high, then we can revisit it at the end. All right, let's go to bass drive. This is our Sans amp. Mute my mic. I do like that suggestion. Battle them out at the end. Yeah, we'll like take the tiers that are close together and make sure that they're like all like sound like on par with each other. Let's see. Brad says, now that's what I'm talking about. I feel, yeah, this one to me like does a pretty good job of sounding kind of like an Ampeg. And I think that is a pretty usable sound. I think it has a little bit too much low end just off the top, and I wonder, which is weird. It doesn't seem to have like the bass up too high just by default. Yeah, I feel like it needs just a little less low end. But definitely, yeah, seems pretty close to the real thing. Bully says S. Ooh. Pretty good, kind of like it on the distortion side. Yeah, this one is definitely a much lighter drive. Thought you were breaking into Little Tom Sawyer for a sec there. I mean, I don't even know what I'm playing tonight. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm just a little bit high, so so the playing is not up to snuff. Just after a long day at work, just need a little something. Let's see. I like that. Maybe a bit boomy. Yeah, I think that has just a bit too much low end. It needs to like tighten it up a little bit, and I think that could be really good. But just by itself, I think that is solid A. I don't think that's quite S tier. Like it doesn't make me go whoa, but that is definitely a good sounding pedal. Pretty confident we can stick that in A and not be unhappy about that. I've noticed that I end up cutting a lot of low end on the Zoom, pretty much everything. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I cut a lot of low end just across the board. Like just on my amp, I'm always cutting the bass a little bit, and I prefer to hear more low mids than anything, but so it has to be high like you. Couple shots, couple bong hits. We're not trying to get crossfaded tonight. We're just having a good time, just taking the edge off, and in doing so, making it so that I play like shit. Okay, let's go to the next pedal. DI plus. Was this our MXR blowtorchy thing? Yes, MXR bass DI. Okay. I think this one is really aggressive sounding, but I think that's pretty good. I think that's what we want out of this one. I think I like that. I think that one was probably B, but maybe A. I'm kind of between the two on this one too, because like that. I think we need to put that in A. I think that one sounds pretty good. If I remember, the MXR one does drive better than the BB. Yeah, the drive on that one seems like it responds a little bit better. Little wah, and that's Cliff. Yeah, I think so. Like this one. A. Bully likes it. It's a A. Want to say this is A tier. Clean blend helps a lot. B or B plus. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm pretty comfortable putting that in A. That one does sound pretty good. I can hear the notes. It's not muffled. Yeah, like that does sound like actually pretty clear, doesn't it? Yeah, a lot of definition there. Cool. A, that's right. Nah, I think we got to stick that one in A. That one's pretty good. Cool. We are in a chord. Ooh, okay, next is our first Dark Glass, the B7K. I think we all pretty well liked this one, and this one might be our first actual S tier one. This one I remember being very, very good. So let's give this one a spin. Yep, that one's really good. I think, God, that almost sounds just like a full like amp by itself. Like if there's like almost feels like you got an amp in a cab in it somehow, and it's just the pedal. I think that one's really good. S tier, yeah. Isaac thinks it's S tier, really creamy and defined. Yeah, that's a solid sounding sound. It's kind of funny. I've not used that pedal in any of my patches so far. Well, mostly because like none of the bass players we've looked at have used any Dark Glass stuff. Haven't really looked at too many modern players. I think as modern as it's gotten has been maybe Getty. Not that modern. Let's see. Best so far. Yeah, not my sound, but sounds good. Nice and clicky on staccato notes. Sounds creamy and good. Yeah. Yep. I'm with you guys. I think that they nailed the B7K. It'll be interesting to see. I need to pick one of these up. I think I have a friend. I think that's what Candido had, unless he sold it. Anyway, I think a friend of mine has one of these that he'd let me borrow. so we can do a straight up comparison on the B7K. But yeah, that one sounds pretty good in isolation. I quite like that one. Okay, moving on. Bass BB, exotic bass BB preamp. I remember not really liking this one. I'll give this one a shot. Yeah, I'm not as into that one. I'm thinking C. Let's see. Max Green uses dark glass, I think. I don't actually know who Max Green is. Yeah, another buzzsaw. Yeah. Let's see. Do you have your review of your Yamaha BB coming? You know, I've never actually done an honest review on it. I mostly just like talked a little bit about it in my 5-string video, but I haven't actually done like a review of the bass. I don't know. I don't do a lot of reviews, not straight reviews anyway. Maybe I should. Lots of high end. Yeah, C-. Play through a stretched rubber band. It kind of does have a rubber feel to it. Is that a taco that I see?
It is.
Hi, taco.
You must say goodnight to the Doge.
Are you going to bed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I will try and not be too loud.
Don't worry about it. I'm pretty baked. So.
We're all baked here.
Yeah.
You're a good boy. All right.
Hey, I love you.
Love you. Come here.
Mm-hmm.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay. Let's see. Where do we leave off? Yeah. C or D. Yeah. This is another one of those where I feel like if I finesse the controls a little bit, I can make it usable. But like right off the bat, it just seems like I need a lot of help. I have the guitar BB on my board, and it does not sound like that. All right. Yep. I didn't think so. See, that coupled with a weird synth sound could be fun for an effect. You know, I think that there's validity to that. I was actually just listening to a Queens of the Stone Age. It was like a live recording. And there was a moment where everything stops and the lyrics are something about a beating heart, and the bass plays this part that's just like a weird effect for just like a second of this, like it sounds like a heartbeat. And it's just like cool to think of like bass having, or like using your bass for effects that aren't necessarily musical, like not traditionally musical. And so that pedal I feel like is not one that you would have on as just like a regular gain pedal, but I think it's maybe usable as an effect of some kind, like if you combine it with some other stuff. Puppy! Yeah, the delay here is fun. We're working for it. Cute puppy. That's what I'm calling your lady, is pedal. I'm sure she'd appreciate that. Jamiroquai. Oh, yeah. Oh, the lick I'm playing. I think somebody mentioned Thundercat up there. Something like that. It's been too long since I played it, and it feels weird not on a 5-string to try and play that. Okay, where did we get off to? Oh, it was the bass BB. Yeah, we put that in C tier. Oh, Deeper Underground. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Jamiroquai is good about that too. Just having like interesting noises in their recordings. All right, let's just go ahead and move on here. DI5, I think this is just their... Oh, no, this one is something... It's an Avalon Design U5 preamp. I have no idea what that is. I don't remember this one being that dramatic. That one's absurdly subtle. Not a whole lot of controls on it. Just gain, tone, high cut, and volume. I feel like that is a pretty unnecessary effect. Not into that one at all. I'm gonna throw that one on C tier too. It's not like bad, but just like sounds like nothing. Yeah, not much going on there. I had to look over a couple times to make sure that I had turned it on, and I know it's a little hard to see on the display here, but you can kind of tell when it's on and off. But yeah, super subtle. DI fine tone settings 1 through 6 are like preset EQ curves, give it a little more color. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if it's going to be a drive, that it needs to, like, you know, distort a little bit. And this one, yeah, I can cycle it on a couple of times here more, and we'll listen to it some more, just like compare it to the dry sound. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like, it doesn't sound bad. It definitely does not sound bad. That is a definitely decent sound. It's just not a lot of gain on it. Kind of sounds like a P bass with more bite. It's kind of the idea with this, just P bass. Kind of figured it would be kind of a good reference point. Bully says all the way in D. It's not doing much. Yeah, that's kind of what I don't want to put it next to that muff, though, because the muff was pretty bad. But yeah, it is really not doing a whole ton. Sure, it would be cool stacked with other drives. Can't hear it that well. I don't know, like, what if can I push it, like, if I really dig into it? Let's see. It does respond just a little bit. Let's see. Just a tone knob. You mean on the bass or on the pedal? Because the bass has volume and tone and then a pickup selector. Yeah. Which one's which? That's volume. Yeah. Volume, tone, and then pickup selector. C then? Yeah. C for nice clean tone. Yeah, I think we got to leave it in C. It doesn't sound bad, but it's really not doing a whole lot. I can get the same thing with raising my low mids. Yeah, it's like and within the Zoom, you have to understand too that you only have 5 slots for pedals, and some pedals actually take too much like processing power, so you can't like have 2 high processing power pedals in the same chain, because you'll hit that limit too. And so I feel like just like when it doesn't sound bad, but it's not doing anything, so like why would you even have it? I'm pretty comfortable leaving it in C. Almost just a tone knob, the pedal. Yeah. Like it's unnecessary is what it is. Shame. All right. Let's go to the bass pre. This one is the generic one where it's just a preamp model with a 3-band equalizer. So this is Zoom's own thing, I guess. So let's hear that. Oh, Dedoy, I'm muted. Okay, well, whoops. Pro streamer here. I need to get a stream deck so I'm not having to like go over and click the button on OBS every time. Sorry about that, fellas. Robbing you of entertainment. I wonder if there's a way for me to close the gap a little bit here and make this a little less gap between me and you guys. Stream latency. Oh, it won't let me switch it. All right, we'll have to remember that one for next one, that there is actually a setting to put it on low latency. Reduce our quality a little bit, though. Which, you know, there's always a trade-off. Yeah, just bad chat delay. That's my bad. I'm trying to be really on top of it, but again, you know. All right. Okay, Bully wanted some slaps, so let's do that. Yeah, I think B is a good spot for that one. It's decent. It's definitely decent. Okay, I'm good with that, so let's move. This is our boss, ODB3. And I remember this one not being great. You can already hear the noise. Uh-oh, I see Bully wanting to throw the bass tree back up into A. I mean, it does sound good. It's just not as dramatic. This one is definitely like here. It's not good. Yeah. Best buzz saw so far. Metal. Oh yeah, this one's hard though. I feel like it's not quite as good as the other drives. I don't know. Maybe we'll need to have head-to-head of these three, and then we'll come back to that. Yeah. But I'm not digging the bass overdrive, the boss emulation. I don't even know what I would do with that. That doesn't sound like anything to me. Yeah, these two. Lonely at the bottom. Okay, I think we are all good with that. Move on to the Tube Screamer. I think this one was pretty decent. Fail! Oh my gosh. I will get this figured out at some point. What I probably need to do is just get a different microphone so I don't have to mute it, so it won't pick up the... You guys, if I had to put $1 into the mute jar every time that I forgot to unmute myself, that'd be $2 in the mute jar. I'm sure you can probably imagine what I'm saying, though, which is... It's like he's trying to speak to me. I know it. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Pro streamer here. Pro streamer. Okay, yeah. So, Tube Screamer, we'll putting it right next to... Just leave it on? Is it okay? Someone said that there was like a weird echo thing, and I wanted this to be more of an auditory thing. Just got to be on top of it. Think it's fine unmuted. Is that all right? As I completely fail on the note there. Oh, that was completely clean there. So with the Tube Screamer. Yeah, pretty comfortable with that in B tier. Oh, we're getting to the end here. Love it. Seeing you guys reconnecting in the chat. Good enough for rock and roll. You know, there was a guy I used to work with. I was at one of the worst jobs I've ever had. I was mixing chemicals for crop dusting airplanes. And, we'd be dumping things into this giant vat, all these different chemicals. And he would always say something like, good enough for the women I date. It's like stereo in my setup. Poor man's stereo. So I want your bass? Well, come and get it. Maseric. Do they make 5-string? Yep, they do make a 5-string. In fact, the next one that I have on order right now is a 5-string. But it's not gonna be finished until next year, next January. Unfortunately, still got a ways to wait. Yeah, I love this bass. I feel like I don't ever want to play any other bass. I'm considering selling everything except for just like a handful of things to just keep the Serix. Yeah, Serix does short scale 5-strings too. And I don't know. I was gonna do the one I'm having built right now as a short scale, and because of the pickups I chose, they said it was not a great idea. So I opted for just a full scale 5-string. Anyway, we'll see that next year. Moving on. I think this is our other dark glass. Yes, this is our B3K, and as I recall, we liked this one too. Yep, that one's pretty good. Let's see, green and gold's a good combo. You don't see that many green basses. I actually have 2 though. But yeah, green and gold would be sick. Same bass, just 5-string and green and gold. I'd call it Seamus. Love it. She looked at. Oh, you found Billy by looking up bass demos for what is now your go-to bass. Nice. Isaac says A tier, possibly S. I'm willing to go for that. Do we just put both of the dark glass pedals in S tier? They both sound really good. Let's see. Do you know the bass player Tomohito Aoki? I don't think I do. I don't think I know the name. Go bass community. 5 slaps. Yeah, Slap did it for me. But Bully, you just like Slap, even if it's really poorly done, like I play it. Yeah, I think we just stick it up there in S tier. I really like the way that sounds, and it responds like you want the drive to. Like you can definitely feel it when you dig in a little bit. That's cool. Yeah, and these ones I feel like will be pretty easy to find the real world one. Like I said, I do have the B3K in my head that we can compare it to. Yeah. And then the other one, I think my friend still has that pedal. Anyway, S tier for sure. I'm pretty confident in putting it in S tier. All right. Next one. This one was the Blueberry. And we'll see. I'm gonna remember to unmute myself here. Watch me work. think I like the blueberry. Let's see. Don't stop unmuting. Don't make it hard for yourself, dude. We still get the DI sound plus the presence. We can do this. I'm focused. The way it's originally played is quite different from most play slap. Oh, you guys were talking about. Thank you for letting me be myself. Oh, thank you for letting me be myself again. I think I liked this one better this time around. So where do we stick that? Let's see. Almost Getty-esque setup on camera's eye. I don't think I quite remember the bass tone on that song. I will have to go check that out. Solid B for me, B+. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm feeling it. It's like I don't like it as much as the Sans amp or the MXR, but I think that is definitely still usable. What are we thinking? A or B+? Yeah. I think we're going to stick with B on this one. Yeah, Thomas also says B+. Do we need to add another tier? Is that what we need to do? I don't want to. Let me tell you guys, getting it to this point was a lot more of a struggle than I thought. I was first trying to do like screenshots of the actual pedals from the documentation here, and it was not working out very good, so I just stuck the text on there. Yeah, I think we'll put the blueberry in B. B for blueberry. Not bad. Okay, so let's move on to the Voodoo, and hopefully it's not doo-doo. It's gonna be a solid battle for the top spots. I agree. I'm actually pretty happy with the spread here thus far. Like it's perfectly symmetrical and not on purpose. That's pretty funny. Okay, moving on to the Voodoo. What do you do? I feel like I want to go back and forth between this one and the the blueberry a little bit. Yeah, they sound really similar. Oh, I had no idea how cool this pedal was until I started watching AMP. Thank you. Yeah, I bought this pedal not thinking that I would even keep it at all, and it's been a very excellent practice tool and really good pedal for making videos too. There's a lot more to it than I think a lot of the just surface level reviews gave it. But let's switch back and forth between the blueberry and the Voodoo for just a second. Because it sounds like the blueberry has a little more definition in it, and this one seems more farty in a way. Not great for slap. I think I definitely prefer the blueberry over this one. So let's stick this one in C. C. Yep. Isaac thinks the blueberry. Boley thinks blueberry. Yep. I think we'll put this one in C tier then. Oh no! It messed up our bell curve! The horror! No! Let's call it low C. Yeah. I don't think the Voodoo is completely unusable, but it would not be my first choice. Definitely not. The good news, though, is that we're to the Fuzz face now, and the Fuzz face was good. Let's see, farty, burpy, tomato, tomato. All right, Fuzz face. We love this one. I'm pretty sure this one's gonna find its way into A. Yeah, it's pretty good. Solid A. Immediately. Yep. Hey, and we're unintentionally back to the perfect bell curve. It's almost like they did that on purpose. Rad doesn't like it. That's a really usable fuzz. A for sure. Kind of want to say S though. I mean, is it as good as the dark glass stuff though? See, this can carry a 3-piece band. Yeah, this is it. I feel like when this one to me gives me the kind of sounds that I was after when I bought this 10 years ago. Yeah, that one really fills it out. And again, do remember that all you're hearing is just the one pedal. What this might sound like through an amp or some kind of an amp simulation if you were doing a recording. I think that pedal would be great. Or if we were to even just build a preset on just the Zoom with an amp and a cabinet, I think that would sound really, really good. Yeah, just not a fan of Fuzz, I guess. Dude, there's nothing wrong with that. Fuzz is kind of feels like a niche thing sometimes. Fight. We don't fight anyone here. We only love. That's not true. I say mean shit all the time. We fight sometimes, but only about stuff that matters, hopefully. Oh, bumped my button there. Do we want to go further than A? I almost do want to put it in S because I really genuinely like that. I'm gonna think it over. We're gonna think it over. Okay, let's move on to the next one for now, and it's everybody's favorite, the Metal Zone. Do we even want to hear this one again, or do we want to just stick it in the trash where it belongs? Yeah, just for grins. Just for grins. That's something else, guys. I don't know. Here's the thing, I'm torn here. Because it is an objectively bad sounding pedal. There's no two ways about it. It doesn't sound great. It does sound exactly like a metal zone, though. I don't know. I feel like if you were to blend some more clean into that, maybe you could actually use it for punk. Play White Stripes with it. All right, all right. What if we roll the tone off? I mean, I said we weren't going to mess with any settings or anything, but I think that actually almost works as a fuzz with the tone off. Just like kind of a like a lo-fi vintage sort of sound. Yeah, good call on the White Stripes, though. I definitely think that's where it belongs. Man, it doesn't feel like it belongs in D, guys. I don't think we can stick that at the bottom, even though it's such a meme. I'm willing to put it in C. I think we can put it in C and feel okay about that. What do we think, guys? Just gotta wait for the chat to catch up. No, man, all the tone. It makes a nice fuzz with the tone rolled off. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Not a bad vintage sounding fuzz with the tone off. Yeah, I think we gotta stick it in C. It's not as bad as the other two that are down there for sure. All right, and I think that brings us to our final one, the bass octave fuzz. Wow, we're almost through. Sounds better than the muff clone. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking too. Like the muff clone was just like unpleasant. That one's funny, and I think that's kind of more or less how a metal zone sounds on bass. B, the only fuzz you ever need. You just want the graph to be symmetrical again, don't you? This is the kind of symmetry you're after. Nah, I think it belongs down here though. Okay, so let's try this bass octave fuzz. This is our final one. I don't mind that. It definitely seems like a lot thicker. Disco for the octave pedal. We can do a little more disco or an octave-y thing. Let me try that out. Yeah, don't think that that's a good slap sound. I never thought I would say that, Lord. Maybe you're getting tired. Maybe you're getting tired. Bully says C. I think I would agree with you. It's certainly not as good as the other ones in there. These are a lot more clean sounding. And I don't think it's amazing. And like if you're gonna go for a fuzz, you gotta go for the fuzz face. This pedal's way good. For you, can you A/B that with the fuzz face? Yeah, let's actually try that out. So I wonder, can I switch this one? I'm gonna switch the. Oh, this is just a volume pedal. We can switch that over too. So we have the bass octave. Let's find the fuzz face. Come on, gotta go through all of these. Okay. There we go. We don't want them run together. Okay. So actually, we can come to here so you can see the. You can't really even tell. Kinda. It's too faint. We'll do it this way anyway. So here is the fuzz face. I feel like the octave fuzz is trying to trick us by being louder, but I definitely think that I still really like the fuzz face. And then when I'm hearing it back a second time, I'm pretty comfortable leaving it an A. And I think that this one maybe a B minus. Yeah, the fuzz face is definitely. I really like the fuzz face for A. Just not sure if I want to put this one in B or C. Isaac says C. Yeah, we just leave it there. I don't think this one is terrible. I don't know. Looking at the rest of the row, these are all ones that like you'd have to finesse a little bit, but could be usable. Mids are more present. Yeah. Oh, that's them together. Here's the fuzz face. Yeah. I think we're good to leave that one in C. Okay. That's all of them. We did it, guys. We made a tier list of all of the drives on the Zoom B1x4. Is there anything on here that we want to shift around now that we see everything like this? Up at the top, we're looking at the dark glass, both of them up there, which is really surprising. I wonder if the reason why the Zoom is able to do these better is because dark glass stuff has never really been like analog, or is it analog? I actually don't know. Huh. Move bass octave to the front then. Oh, yeah, we could do that. It is the king of the C tier. I like that idea. Because we can even rank them within these too, huh? I like where your head's at. And actually, like looking at these, I think just that one change is basically, well, I think I'd move this like this. So having the rat and then the tube screamer and then the blueberry and then the RC boost was not sounding bad, just didn't do much. Octaver's more muddled, yeah. And then, yeah, because it's definitely the best of the C tier ones. The EP stomp, oh, that one wasn't doing anything, so we can stick that at the end. The DI5 sounded good, even though it was very subtle. This one, it's not great. See, that didn't sound bad. Yeah, okay. Now that I'm like switching these around, I think that was a good call. So, what do we like between the two dark glass ones, though? The pre or the overdrive? And I'm not sure off the top of my head which one's which. Overdrive is B3K. So pre is B7K. B7K, B3K. Let's try those two out. So we'll put this one on dark pre, and then this one will go to the dark overdrive. Okay, dark pre. Okay, immediately I'm happy with that. They're both great, but the B7K I think I like better than the B3K there. Boley wants DI plus versus bass drive. Let's give that a shot. DI plus. And then we'll go into this one and make this the Sans amp. This is the thing that happens sometimes when you put too much processing power and stuff. So we've got too many complex effects in here. Oh, wait, is this oh, that's the bass drive right there. I don't know if it has the same settings or not. But what we can do... Whoop. I broke it. We can just change that to something else that's off. Okay. Okay, we got it. We got it to work. Okay, DI plus versus bass drive. Ooh, very different. Those are very different. Oh, Isaac says, I kind of like the dark pre more. It's... Oh, yeah, just like, yeah, I'm the exact same. Yep. The B7K is what that one is. Yeah, totally agree with you on that one. But let's see. So the bass drive or the DI plus. I think I like the bass drive more just as like a solid sound, but as a drive... Yeah, I think I'd keep him like that. I definitely, I don't know. I love Ampeg stuff. The Ampeg sound is just classic. Just what everybody uses. Okay, so do we need more layers? Yeah, apples and oranges for sure. Hard to evaluate the two because they are doing two completely different things. You want to see the bass fuzz versus the bass drive. Let's make it happen. Wait, what did I do? I think we needed to leave that one alone. That's what we needed to do. Okay, so we should have now DI plus versus our smiley face fuzz. So here's DI plus. Fuzz face. one's a little tougher. That one is a little tougher. I almost feel like the... Okay, my gut reaction here says that the bass, the DI plus sounds better soloed, but I think that the smiley face fuzz would probably be better in a mix. It's just what my gut's telling me. Still feel like the bass drive is above the bass pre though. Definitely. Fuzz face more than the DI plus. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's like I really think that this would work super, super good when you get it in a band. Fuzz face is warmer. Yeah. I think we'll put it ahead of the DI plus. Brad also says fuzz face. Yeah. Cool. So our S tier and A tier are looking and feeling pretty good. Bass pre versus DI plus. Bass pre I think was like a pretty subtle one. It'd be kind of hard to compare them. But we can certainly get that going. Oh, I went too far. Wait, what did this one need to be? The bass pre. That's the one. So, wait, bass pre versus DI plus. Oh, I changed the wrong one. Silly me. So, this one needs to be the DI plus. Okay. DI plus. No, that. Okay, I've got this all mixed up. Bass pre versus DI plus. Jesus. Bass pre, DI plus. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Got it. I got it. Of a drive though, is it? It's pretty clean, all things considered. It sounds great, but it's not very drivey. Kind of curious. Oh, and it just has volume on it. It doesn't even have any like a gain or a drive setting on it. Definitely more of a preamp. This is one that if I feel like if we were just trying to do drives, I wouldn't have even included this one. Yeah. Not quite the same at all, are they? Apples and oranges again. I think I'm safe to leave it there. I still think it sounds good. A tier for that one for sure still. Let's see. It's like how the DI5 wasn't doing much. Yeah, it's pretty similar. I wonder if we were to shoot those two out next to each other, the bass pre and the DI5. It's like you can take the bass pre in the studio and be happy. Yeah, but this is about drives and stuff. Yeah, it's weird that they included that. Like, they almost should have had a different little section in the documentation that was like overdrives and then one for preamps. Because I almost don't even think that this, maybe like the bass pre and the DI5 don't even really belong in this at all. Sounds good. Not really a drive though. Yeah. So maybe is there a way this website will let me get rid of them? No, I think once they're up there forever. Unfortunately, I think we have the DI5 there. Echo's making me sound like a monster. It's actually doing me favors, huh? That's it's good to know. Definitely don't want to reset it. But yeah, everything that the zoom thing considers a drive, I guess, because they are all like sequentially in the same little area here. Well, let's see. Let's go back to the DI5. Was it really that unimpressive? Yeah, pull off DI5. Let's just mute this just. Yeah, that really just doesn't sound like it's doing much, because if I go clean... I want to get the zoom as a multi-effects unit. Dude, these are cheap. 120 bucks. I would almost say get the version without this. I've not... When I was doing the Cliff Burton patch, I went through all of the wahs, which is kind of the main reason why you would use the pedal on it. And I didn't think the wahs in this were very good. But that's just my opinion. I think you should do a C-class shootout to throw something in the D. Oh, we want to shoot out the worst of the worst. Let's see here. So we got the DI5 versus... I don't know. Like, looking at those, I feel pretty comfortable in that, in having everything there. Because I like the bass Octave Fuzz was not terrible, but just like DI5 was not doing much. Voodoo was a little farty. The bass BB was pretty bad. EP Stomp wasn't doing much, and the Metal Zone was kind of its thing. Kind of does exactly what it's supposed to, but it sounds awful. I don't know, man. I think that all looks pretty good. If I'm being perfectly honest. Yeah, I don't really want the expression pedal. Yeah, then you can get the cheaper one. It's actually, cuts off almost a third of its size too, so then it's really portable. But I wanted to get this just so I could test everything out. Not worth the extra 20 bucks though, for sure. Suppose you could probably get use out of it if you're doing a lot of like volume swells and stuff. You're gonna get into synthy land. Yeah, looking this over, I think I'm pretty happy with this. We'll just save this. Zoom B1x 4 drives. Add a description. No thanks. Okay, Voodoo versus bass overdrive. All right, I think I've got time to do that. If you want to hear those back to back, and then I probably better call it a night. Let's see. So Voodoo. We gotta switch this guy over to. Oh no, this one. Voodoo versus bass overdrive, which was that up closer? Yeah, there we go, right there. All right, bass overdrive. Yeah, I'm okay leaving Voodoo. Maybe I would even. Oh, I can't edit it anymore. Yeah, these are all. I think these are in where I would put them anyway. The Voodoo is definitely more usable. Bass overdrive is. Ugh. Let's see. This is fun. I need to go and get me one to do this. Absolutely, dude. And then you can heckle me. As long as I have permission. Yeah, I am curious how if it would come out different if you were monitoring it directly versus getting it through whatever awful compression and whatever else that happens when you're doing streaming, because like even just YouTube videos degrades the audio a little bit. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there. I think I'll be sure to post this so you guys can take a look at it later. But I'm pretty happy with that. So on the whole, more usable than not, I would say, because definitely like B and up are all definitely like stuff that you can use. C, we probably have to dig into like settings and everything and finagle it a bit. And then D is just bad. But yeah, I think the hate on the overdrives on this is a little overblown. Definitely some losers there, but more winners than losers for sure. Let's see. I need one of these just for the massive amount of effects. I wanted a multi-effect like the Digitech bass synth wah, but Digitech is no more. Funny you mentioned that because I have one. I got this. Oh man, have I had this for over 10 years now? Yeah, I've had this for a very long time, and this pedal is super fun. I think this one is really underrated. I paid $45 for this. What are they going for on Reverb now? I'm actually like really curious all of a sudden. Make a new tab. Whoop. Reverb. Digitech bass synth wah. Ooh, they've come down a little bit. I feel like I was seeing them for much higher than that. Where's the price guide? That's what we want to see. Yeah, they have come down a little bit. But yeah, they were up to close to $200 for these things. But yeah. I'm glad I bought mine when it was $45. It was even lower than the entire price guide here because I bought this in like 2011. So yeah, if you find one of these, somebody selling it locally for cheap because they haven't looked at the internet, I highly recommend picking this up. This is the Daft Punk pedal. I don't know if you guys knew that, but oh shoot, what was the album? It was the one that almost nobody likes, but this pedal made that whole album. It's like on almost every track. There's one on Reverb going for 120. Let's check, because I am right there. 185, 170, 165, 230. I don't see the 120 one. Might have to scoop it up before it's gonzo, because people like these. I mean, I really like it. I think it's a great pedal. For the longest time, I was not doing anything with all the crazy sounds. I was just using it as an octaver, and it worked really, really good for that. Yeah, is Digitech still around? I think they are technically still around. They just don't sell that pedal anymore. They discontinued it a long time ago. It was an old pedal when I bought it. I think they came out with those in like 2003, I want to say. So yeah, it's been around. It's a vintage pedal. And I think they discontinued them at the end of the 2000s, around 2009 or 10 or something like that. Funny how that works. Just pray that that Josh over at the JHS show doesn't ever find one of these, because then they'd be impossible to find. Anyway, fellas, I am spent. I went on for a lot longer than I thought I would. I usually start to hit the wall right around 2 hours doing live streams, but I had a really great time. Thank you so much for all of you subscribers who've gotten me up to 10,000. That's an amazing milestone. I'm thrilled about it. Lots of good things to come. And also, be sure that you're subscribed over at the Bass channel, because that's where How to Sound Like is going to be uploaded from here on out. Not sure who I'm gonna do on the next one yet. A lot of suggestions. We might do Flea. I think we might do Flea just because I've had a lot of requests for him, and they just had that album come out, so I think that one would be fun to do How to Sound Like Flea. Anyway, subscribe to the Bass channel for that, and I will see you guys on the next one. We'll do another live like this, and maybe we'll do a tier list for the amp sims. There aren't nearly as many of them, but I think that'd be fun to go and A/B all of them, see what we like. Anyway, thanks so much, guys. I am out of here.